So, I live with my roommate Dave, who's generally a decent human being except for one fatal flaw: he is absolutely obsessed with food ownership. You know, the kind of guy who writes his name on bananas and keeps a spreadsheet of his yogurt inventory. It started off innocently enough, just a Sharpie here, a post-it there. But last week, I opened the fridge and it looked like the entire produce section had gone through airport security. Every single item was labeled, Dave's cheese, Dave's orange juice, even Dave's half-eaten taco from 2 Tuesdays ago. Naturally, I figured I'd take the mature approach and let him have his little food kingdom. Until one morning, when I found my own apple with a post-it that said, "Potential Dave's apple," I realized we were entering the Cold War of communal living. So, I did what any rational person in my position would do: I labeled his toothbrush fork and waited patiently for breakfast, sipping my coffee like a Bond villain. The next day, Dave stumbles into the kitchen, bleary-eyed and half awake, grabs his toothbrush, now fork, and stares at it with the confusion of someone who has just been handed a live ferret. He looks at the label, then at me, then back at the toothbrush, as if he's weighing the pros and cons of brushing his teeth with cutlery. I innocently ask if he wants scrambled eggs or if he's just going to use his fork to clean his molars. He glares at me, muttering something about psychological warfare and Geneva Conventions for roommates. Later that afternoon, I came home to find my pillow with a label that read Dave's napping device. At this point, the labeling had escalated to the point where the cat was wearing a tag that said probably Dave's at this point. As I sat down on my newly labeled Dave's couch, Dave looked at me and declared, "Fine, you win. But if you ever label my toilet paper as napkin, we're getting separate fridges."